I had the honor and privilege of working with Dr. Doris Howell at San Diego Hospice and the Institute for Palliative Medicine for over 21 years. Dr. Howell, your life is inspiring. Thank you for teaching me about the importance of helping to make the most of each moment for as long as life lasts, especially for those at the end of life. Because of you and the work that we do in the hospice and palliative care movement, we can help to ensure that no one lives in pain, no one lives in fear, and no one dies feeling alone. Your legacy of caring will live on. Thank you, Dr. Howell. You will never be forgotten.
Doris Howell was an amazing woman, a physician, a teacher, and a healer. She saw suffering and she needed to relieve the pain. Hospice was her dream and her life, and I was honored to be a part of San Diego Hospice and watch this incredible woman fulfill her dream. Rest in peace, Doris.
My name is Ellen Fleischman, and I'm a PhD student at the University of San Diego. And I was the fortunate recipient of a scholarship from the Doris A. Howell Foundation. And I am currently working on my dissertation on my research on perinatal mood and anxiety disorders, specifically focusing on the stigma and social support associated with these disorders. And Dr. Howell inspired and influenced me in that her lifelong dedication to advancing health and education and research in women really made it possible for me to continue with this research. I'm fortunate that I'm going to be able to present my research at several conferences this year, including at the International Association of Women's Mental Health in Paris in March. And I'm really excited because thanks to this scholarship, I was able to continue my research, and I've been inspired by Dr. Howell's work. So thank you, and thank you again for all your work and the ways that you've inspired and influenced so many people throughout your life.
Dr. Doris Howell has made my dream come true to be a researcher and help all of the breastfeeding mothers and their challenges. Her generosity has inspired me to help others and to give back to the community. I hope one day I will be able to help other students achieve their goal just as Dr. Howell has helped me. Thank you so much, Dr. Doris Howell. Your memory will live on in my heart forever. Thank you.
Dr. Howell was a role model for me for the last 20 years in a whole variety of ways. As a physician, she was intelligent, well-informed, compassionate, and a role model for so many other physicians who attempted to follow her lead in terms of caring for patients who are seriously ill. I'm very grateful to her for the support she gave to young nurse scientists through our PhD program at the University of San Diego, the Beister Institute for Nursing Research. She brought the Howell Foundation to us and help support financially these young nurse scientists who could really make a difference in patients' lives. I'm so grateful to her as well for her example as a woman. She was always charming, well presented, so articulate, and the best of perhaps all of us could be. Finally, I'm so grateful to her for what she did for me personally through her organization. And to so many of us, she helped us keep our family members at home, helped us support them in the dying process, and gave them the dignity they really deserved. Thank you, Doris. You've been a wonderful influence on my life.
Hello, I'm Cheryl Wilson, and I'm here to speak about my dear friend, Dr. Doris Howell. I met Doris Howell about 30 years ago, and we became instant friends, as she was wont to do with everybody she met. You always felt that you were the most important person in her sphere of influence in that moment, in that day, and in that time. I always felt loved by her, I felt encouraged by her, I felt challenged by her, and her whole demeanor was that of support for everything that you were doing, for everything you wanted to do. She gave you courage to persevere and to continue to do things that were challenging. But the thing I loved the most about her was her passion for women's health. She was very strong in her opinion that all of the doctors and nurses, myself being one, that were trained back in the day, we had all learned on information and studies done on middle-aged men, because women were supposed to be taken care of and not to have any experimental or research done on women. So, as we know, women are a little different, and she was passionate about learning about women's health and making sure that research was done so that women could have the very best health care in the world. And so, for Doris's spirit, for her memory, and in love of her, I dedicate this video to my dear friend, Dr. Doris Howell, who truly made this world a much better place. Thank you.